Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm gonna show you how I made a track for my circular saw. It's well needed so I can get straighter cuts when I'm doing my projects. So this is a simple and easy build. So let's get into this one. First thing you need is board. I'm using some scrap melamine that I have. It's best to use plywood based on the videos and research that I've been doing. Most persons use plywood, half inch, mostly 3/4 inch plywood. But I have some melamine, so I'm gonna try doing it with that. I don't have any scrap ply, so let's start doing this. Alright guys, these are the scrap melamine that I'll be using. This one is the base and this one is going to be the rail for the track. So it's very important to make sure that your baseboard is way wider than the base of your saw itself. So this board is about 10 3/4 inches wide. My track saw base is just about 6.5, or yeah, about 6.5 inches wide. So you know the baseboard is wider. So first thing you have to determine is where you want to put the rail, because the rail will act as a guide for the saw. So given that my base of the saw is 6.5 inches, I'm gonna insert the rail from this edge, which is gonna be my cutting edge, 7 inches. So you just make some marks just to indicate where you want to have the rail there. Alright. So you can use the rail itself and draw a straight line just for reference, so you know where you're putting the rail. And I'll tell you why shortly why I made this side 7 inches. So there now you have your line, just for a quick reference to know where you're gonna put the rail. Alright. So now you have to secure your rail to the baseboard. The first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna pre-drill. Alright, so now that you've pre-drilled your hole, you have to use some screws. Use the appropriate length screws. For this application, I'm using 1.5 inch screws. So that's what I'll be using to secure the rail. And you don't have to countersink to get it flush, because this is just gonna be, it's not aesthetically pleasing, it's just to secure the rail to the baseboard. Alright, there you have it. That's the rail attached to the baseboard. So now, the reason why I made this section of the baseboard wider than the base of the saw is so that you can make an accurate first cut. Right? As you can see, it's wider than the base of the saw. So we're going to use this to make the first pre-cut, and we will get a straight edge. But before I go into the first cut, I'm gonna add a stop block to the base here. Just a piece of scrap board that you have laying around. Add it to the end of the base and the underside so that this acts as a stop block to keep your cut square and straight. So again, the first thing you do is pre-drill. Some clamps would be handy, but if you don't have any, just work with what you got. I got my hands. Alright. So now we do the same method and just screw it down with some 1.5 inch screws. Again, don't really have to countersink, nothing pretty, just grab and screw. Alright, then flip it over. And the stop block will do its job, keeping the board straight. Alright. Alright, so now let's make our first cut. You're making your cut, ensure that the base of the saw is snug to the rail, as this will act as the guide for your first cut. There you have it. And there you have it, as straight as can be. So this will be a track saw, and it will guide each and every cut, keeping it straight and true. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Simple DIY track saw. So if you have any trying, you can just tag me on it. My Instagram will be down below. Tag me in it. Show me what you did. Be interesting to see different variations, how other persons did it. Yeah, I know there are 1,000,001 different versions on YouTube, but you can add your own little twist. When I was doing my research, I saw a ton of them, very different. Each of them has their own unique capabilities for whatever each person want them to do. So give it a try. Do something that suits your own need. So join me again on Royal Escapes for another video. See ya.